Whether it's a portal that recently opened in the sky, or a mystery that landed and made everyone question their beliefs. Hang on for the mysterious videos you can't turn away from.
Oh, I've never seen nothing like it in my life.
A man was searching for his car in a parking lot on a rainy night when something truly strange happened. Suddenly, a glowing light appeared, moving across the lot at an unexpected speed. Its color kept shifting, as if charged with some powerful energy. It wasn't any ordinary light, more like a floating orb of raw power. The man stayed hidden, watching in awe as it hovered and moved. After a few tense moments, the light vanished, leaving him stunned and puzzled. Scary encounter. Late one night, a man was returning home from work when he noticed something unusual in the sky. A massive UFO, appearing like it was crafted with highly advanced technology, was moving directly toward him. Its size and glowing surface were astonishing, and for a brief moment, he felt an unsettling fear, thinking he might be taken aboard. Yet the UFO moved gracefully past him without causing any harm, gliding silently through the night sky, leaving behind an experience so unforgettable that he knew he would never forget it.
Yes, man, I got it on film too this time. Oh my goodness, look at this! Look at this!
Falling objects.
Now investigators reporting about terrified members of a local family who told police they had aliens in their backyard.
In May 2023, a family in Las Vegas saw something strange fall from the sky into their backyard. A bright, glowing light streaked down, and they claimed to spot two tall, unusual beings nearby. When police arrived, the creatures were gone, but the strange falling light left a strong impression. People in surrounding areas also reported seeing similar lights that night. Whatever it was, it shook the family and made them question what really came from above. That night remains a mystery they'll never forget. Mysterious sky.
Oh, blessed Jesus, look at that.
Recently in Alabama, locals witnessed something that left everyone completely puzzled. Out of nowhere, the sky lit up with a strange, glowing phenomenon. At first, people thought it was just bizarre, shiny clouds. But soon, the shapes grew massive and almost deliberate. Shocked and curious, everyone tried to make sense of it. Some believed it was a sign from Jesus, while others were convinced it was something otherworldly. Yet no one could ever truly figure out what it really was.
They're real clear in here, look.
Yeah,
Look
you
at that.
can see them, can't you?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Scary portal. One night in Switzerland in 2023, locals witnessed a scene that left everyone questioning their own eyes. Suddenly, a portal opened in the sky, surrounded by eerie blue lights that flickered like something out of another world. For a few tense moments, it seemed as if a spaceship might emerge, and fear gripped everyone watching. No one could make sense of what was happening. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the portal vanished, leaving behind the feeling of a warning, or perhaps a failed attempt by some otherworldly force. Floating light. A man was exploring the woods when something unusual caught his eye near the railway tracks. A strange blue glow flickered in the distance, pulling him closer out of curiosity. As he stepped nearer, he was stunned. It wasn't just a glow, but a ball-shaped light hovering in the air, drifting slowly and silently. The way it moved made it feel like more than just light, almost like raw energy itself. After observing it for a while, he quietly walked away. That glowing sphere left behind nothing but questions. Sky trails. Recently, one calm night on a seaside in Turkey, a group of people were enjoying the peaceful water when something unusual appeared in the sky. Two glowing trails suddenly stretched across the darkness, one bright blue, the other pure white. The sight was so strange, it felt as if otherworldly beings were gliding silently over Earth, but no one was certain. Some believed it was space rockets crossing the atmosphere, while others whispered of alien spacecraft. Yet no official explanation ever came, leaving the mystery wide open. Sky portal. A CCTV footage shared by an unknown source left everyone puzzled. In it, a strange light flickered across the sky, and before long, a portal-like formation began to appear. Witnesses were baffled, unable to make sense of what they were seeing. Some believed it was the result of a secret experiment being conducted somewhere nearby, while others whispered that otherworldly beings were attempting to open a portal. Sky to ocean. Along the coastline, people suddenly caught sight of a brilliant blue light shooting from the sky into the ocean. Its intensity was unlike anything they had ever seen, making the moment feel almost supernatural. For a few tense seconds, it seemed as if something otherworldly was about to happen. But then, just as suddenly, the light vanished, leaving witnesses stunned and questioning what they had truly seen. Strange flock. We've all seen flocks of birds creating beautiful patterns in the sky, but this one was different. One evening in Hawaii, locals noticed a flock moving together. Yet, their formation seemed more than random. It looked like a deliberate design, almost like a secret message or signal. Everyone watched in awe, but no one could understand it. To this day, the mystery of what the birds were trying to say remains unsolved. Roadside glow. A family in Alabama shared a CCTV clip online that quickly went viral. In the footage, a strange light can be seen shining on the roadside, standing completely still without any visible source. That's exactly what made it so mysterious. The clip sparked countless debates. Some believed it was an otherworldly presence, while others dismissed it as just a trick of light. But something about the way it glowed makes it hard to believe this was anything ordinary. Fallen capsule.
Well, at first they thought they'd found an alien obelisk, but a couple of Aussie farmers have since solved the puzzle. Turns out this mysterious chunk lodged in the back paddocks of New South Wales is actually a piece of space debris. It's thought to be from a SpaceX capsule that launched from Earth nearly 2 years ago. It was seen and heard hundreds of kilometres away.
Something strange appeared in a paddock in New South Wales. An upright, massive metal object scorched from re-entry, making anyone who saw it think it might be UFO technology from outer space. Locals were baffled, and excitement quickly spread. Upon investigation, authorities revealed it was actually a piece of space debris from a SpaceX Crew 1 capsule. The object had survived the journey through Earth's atmosphere and landed safely, though it could have caused serious damage if it fell elsewhere. Just how unpredictable and fascinating our connection to space can be.
These are certainly the biggest, most massive objects. It's the last stage of the rocket that very often ends up orbital, like the satellite that it carries. But upper stages and spacecraft which contain tanks, thrusters, this is our problem.
Ring light. One night in Vancouver, Canada, locals witnessed something so strange that it left them puzzled. Out of nowhere, a glowing ring-shaped light appeared in the sky. From within the ring, multiple smaller lights began to shine, and then the entire formation started spinning round and round above them. For a moment, it created a truly eerie atmosphere, almost as if something ominous was about to unfold. And just when the tension peaked, this mysterious display vanished into the night sky without a trace. Meteorite falling. A meteorite older than Earth itself crashed straight through a house, leaving everyone stunned. This 4.56 billion-year-old space rock tore a hole in the ceiling and dented the floor of a home in McDonough, Georgia. The homeowner was only 14 feet away at a desk, wearing noise-canceling headphones, yet still heard the loud impact. Planetary geologist Scott Harris confirmed its age and origin from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter.
Actually went through the ceiling and into their living room. Like, what happened?
The homeowner was actually 14 feet away at a home office desk, had on noise-canceling headset, and still heard like a very, very loud gunshot. and then actually saw little bits of debris bouncing into the room where he was at.
Seeing something so ancient fall from the sky and strike a home is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Secret Watcher. A local in Venezuela noticed something unusual in the sky, an oddly shaped cloud that didn't look like anything he had ever seen. Curious, he looked closer and realized mysterious lights were striking from within the cloud. It was much larger than normal clouds, almost as if a spaceship were hidden inside, silently observing everything below. Fear crept in, and he quickly left the area. But the unsettling question is, could some otherworldly being really be watching humans in secret?
Aquí en Venezuela.
Boogosphere. This recently found sphere is making people go wild on the internet, though it was actually discovered in March 2025 in Buga, Colombia. People has just realized that it could have landed from sky.
In a perfectly round metallic sphere with no wings, no seams, and no visible propulsion, fly. Witnesses in Colombia observed the object gliding with purpose until it struck high-voltage power lines and dropped to the ground.
It's not very big, about 50 centimeters, and weighs just over 4 pounds. But what's weird is how perfectly made it is. Even stranger is that it has strange symbols on the surface, and some people claim it reacts to sounds, like Sanskrit chants. Scientists are split. Some think it's amazing engineering. Others say it might just be an art project, alien tech, or clever human design. Either way, it's got everyone talking and wondering what's really out there.
It was unlike anything we've ever seen. Smooth, metallic, and etched with unknown markings and symbols. The object now known as the Buga Sphere has become the center of a growing mystery.
Sunlight mystery. A group of tourists were exploring Arizona when they witnessed something unforgettable. On one side, a warm golden light glowed just like the sunset. But to their surprise, the same light appeared on the opposite side as well, while the real sun was already setting. Mountains blocked any possible source, leaving everyone puzzled. The mysterious glow lit up both sides in perfect symmetry, creating a surreal, almost otherworldly scene, one that none of them would ever forget. Mystic Shadow. In this video, a strange sky phenomenon can be seen. Glowing lights appear in the night sky, casting long shadows across the darkness. It's unlike anything ordinary, and the way the shadows stretch makes it even more mysterious. What kind of phenomenon could this be? Could it be natural or something completely unexplained? Drop your theories in the comments. I want to know what you think is really happening here. Blue Origin. Blue Origin's recent suborbital flight left the world watching. But it wasn't just the journey that caused a stir. On board were notable passengers like Katy Perry, Gayle King, and other high-profile figures, making the mission headline news. Yet after landing, something strange appeared in the footage. The capsule's hatch seemed to open from the inside before Jeff Bezos officially opened it. Experts confirmed the system works that way, but skeptics immediately speculated. Was there hidden technology, or had something else occurred? Even with official explanations, the flight left an unsettling sense that not everything about space is fully understood. One-sided rain. Is it possible for it to rain on one side of a place while the other side stays completely clear? Sounds strange, right? But in Taiwan, this really happened. A man looked out of his building window and saw that on one side, it looked like rain was falling, but the other side was perfectly clear, as if only one cloud decided to pour rain there. Just one of those nature things we can't really understand.
So this is the rain from the 24th floor, but I've never seen this phenomenon.
Falling darkness.
That's cool.
What is that, James?
So I can't even tell you, but I don't know.
On a sunny evening, a couple spotted something chilling in the sky. A dark, smoky figure slowly descended, stretching unnaturally long, like nothing of this world. From a distance, it looked almost unreal, and as it drew closer, the sight grew eerily intense. Slowly, silently, it drifted downward and then vanished. The couple was left in shock and awe, and to this day, no one knows what they really saw. Cloud Factory. While enjoying the view from a flight, a passenger noticed something truly strange. From one spot on the ground, it looked as if clouds were rising like smoke from a hidden factory. They formed a perfect trail, moving upward in a straight, tube-like path, almost like someone was secretly making clouds and sending them into the sky. But if these clouds were really being made, then why was it happening? That's a question whose answer won't be easy to crack. Neon Night. New York's skyline has seen many wonders, but nothing like that night. Out of nowhere, the entire sky pulsed with a blinding blue light. Streets fell silent, phones rushed out, and whispers spread fast. Was this a portal tearing open above the city, or the arrival of something not from this world? The glow was so surreal, it felt like science fiction stepping into reality. Only later did the truth emerge. It wasn't aliens at all, but a transformer explosion at a Con Edison substation in Queens. The electrical arc was so powerful it lit the sky neon blue, an event now remembered as the Astoria Borealis. Dark Ring. Back in 2016 at Disney World, families were busy enjoying rides when one man noticed something unusual above the park. At first, it looked like ordinary smoke drifting through the night sky. But on a closer look, he was stunned. It was a perfect black ring, hovering silently as if it were watching everything below. The strange shape stayed in the air for a while, leaving guests whispering about UFOs and portals. And then, just as suddenly, it vanished, without giving away any clue of what it really was. Skywatcher.
I'm scared. Oh my god.
Late one night in Toronto, Canada, a man was heading home with his friends when something strange caught his eye in the sky. 3 glowing lights hovered above, perfectly still and unlike anything familiar. Their formation almost gave the impression of a triangular craft silently hanging in the darkness. The group observed the lights for a while, trying to make sense of them, before eventually leaving. After that night, the strange sighting was never seen again.
Oh my god, look, it's triangular in shape.
Fake Mountain. Mountains always leave us in awe with their massive beauty. But what if one of them wasn't even real? Hard to believe, right? Well, a group of explorers stumbled upon a hidden passage inside a mountain, and what they found left them stunned. Behind the rocky exterior, the inside wasn't natural at all. It was filled with wooden structures, as if the entire mountain was just standing on a man-made frame. The outside looked like solid rock, but inside, it was all construction. Makes you wonder how many other things around us might not be what they seem. Mysterious lights. In Mexico, a man was reviewing CCTV footage from his farm when he spotted something that left him unsettled. In the middle of the night, a strange, tiny blue light appeared, slowly moving toward the farm. Suddenly, it glowed brightly for just a second, and then vanished. This was no ordinary flicker. It was a mysterious light with no explanation. The man searched the area carefully and even kept watch for days, but he never found a single clue again. Cloudy Show. It was a bright, sunny day in Dallas, Texas, when one man noticed something unusual in the sky. On a passing cloud, a strange rope-like formation appeared, twisting and moving in a way that looked anything but natural. It almost seemed as if something, or someone, was perched high above, trying to control this cloudy rope. The sight was so unusual that it left him staring in disbelief. Whatever that was, one thing felt certain. This cloud was no ordinary cloud. tunnel mystery. In Medellin, Colombia, a transit tunnel was under construction when something truly unsettling occurred. Workers suddenly noticed the road in the middle begin to bounce, rising and falling as if it were breathing, or as if some hidden force underground was pushing it upward. But the strangest part? Each time the road settled back down, it returned perfectly flat, without a single crack or mark left behind. The work was halted for quite some time, although the project was eventually completed. Desert shimmer. While exploring the desert in Alaska, a man stumbled upon something he never expected. Right in the middle of the barren land, a strange, shiny object hovered, glowing without any proper shape. Just a mysterious shimmer hanging in the air. He stood there stunned, observing it for a while. But the longer he looked, the stranger it felt. In the end, he decided walking away was the best choice. And honestly, I'd say that was the right call too. Unusual clouds. After a series of powerful tornadoes swept through parts of the United States, locals were left stunned by what appeared above them. The sky transformed into something that looked straight out of an apocalyptic movie. Strange, bulging clouds hanging low with an eerie glow. For a moment, people were convinced they were witnessing something otherworldly. But the explanation was just as fascinating. These were Mammatus clouds, rare formations whose bizarre shapes are so unreal that they hardly seem like they belong to our sky. Mystic water. A fisherman noticed something incredible one night while out on the water. Glowing shapes moved beneath the surface, lighting up the waves with an eerie blue glow. At first, he had no idea what was happening and briefly wondered if some mysterious being was at work. But as he watched closer, he realized it was bottlenose dolphins swimming through bioluminescent waters. Tiny plankton in the water emitted neon blue light whenever disturbed, creating a magical otherworldly spectacle that left him and anyone lucky enough to witness it completely mesmerized. Crescent shadows. A camper was out in the woods, and when he woke up in the morning, he noticed something unusual on the ground. Tiny little crescent-shaped shadows were scattered everywhere. At first, they seemed still in one spot, but soon they started shifting, as if little moons were dancing across the earth. Turns out, this wasn't anything scary, but a rare natural effect that happens during a solar eclipse. When the sun is partly covered by the moon, the gaps between leaves or small spaces act like natural pinhole cameras, projecting the sunlight in crescent shapes. Fallen poles.
In front of the Walmart, every last one of the light poles.
Recently in Las Vegas, locals stepped out of their homes in the morning, only to witness a shocking sight. Multiple poles had fallen across the roads, as if some powerful force had swept through. No storm, no wind, nothing unusual in the weather could explain it. Yet every single pole lay toppled in a way that left everyone wondering. Had some invisible energy silently passed through, observing everything in its path? The scene was eerie, leaving residents puzzled and uneasy about what had truly occurred.
Goes all the way down, miles.
Two suns. Locals in northeastern China were left staring at the sky in awe. At first, it seemed like two suns were shining at once, casting an otherworldly glow over the landscape. People were puzzled, wondering if it was some strange cosmic event or a secret experiment. But then the mystery was revealed. This dazzling phenomenon was a natural optical effect called a sundog. Sunlight was refracted through ice crystals in the atmosphere, creating bright spots near the sun and giving the illusion of multiple suns. Nature's own trickery had everyone fooled. Boxed sky. This video was recorded in Korea, where locals witnessed a strange phenomenon in the sky. At first, it looked like one side of the sky was completely different from the other, creating a surreal divide. Surprisingly, it was all caused by a single cloud, but unusually, it had formed a perfect box shape and stretched over a huge area. How and why this happened remains a complete mystery. Giant cloud. In Peru, beachgoers were enjoying the shore when they noticed something unusual far in the distance. A strangely shaped cloud. At first, everyone ignored it, thinking it was nothing more than a natural formation. But as the day turned to evening, the cloud drifted much closer and had grown larger than before. Its unusual shape made it appear as if it was hiding something inside, silently observing everything happening below. Eventually, it faded away into the night sky, but the mystery of what it really was still remains unanswered. Strange pipe. This one is going to puzzle everyone, because no one could ever figure out what really happened. Recently, at a construction site, a large pipe suddenly went out of control, as if it had come to life. It started moving wildly, smashing against the floor and twisting around on its own. Workers nearby were stunned, watching in shock, unsure how it was being controlled. No one dared to go close. Honestly, this looked less like mechanics and more like a scene from a sci-fi movie. Crystal jelly.
I walked outside and I thought there was ice.
Back in 2019, something bizarre happened in Texas. Locals witnessed a strange type of rain, but this wasn't just water falling from the sky. Along with the rain came unusual blob-like substances, soft and jelly-like, almost resembling crystal clear jelly. These blobs were reported in different areas, leaving people puzzled about how such a thing could even fall from the sky. Since then, this kind of rain has never been seen again. Stepping outside with an umbrella only to get hit by a squishy blob. Definitely not the kind of weather forecast anyone was expecting.
What is that?
Coastal glow. Florida's coastline has seen its fair share of mysteries, but this one still puzzles many. In the middle of the night, a dark blue light appeared, silently wandering along the shore. It wasn't just a faint shimmer. The glow was so intense that it became impossible to tell where exactly it was coming from. Luckily, a nearby security camera captured everything, or else this strange visitor of the night would have gone unnoticed. Clouds on ground. If you can't reach the clouds, no problem. Sometimes the clouds come to you. Don't believe it? Well, watch this. Last year in a small village in India, something incredible happened. Out in the open fields, people noticed that some clouds had suddenly descended close to the ground. Shock quickly turned into excitement as the villagers ran toward it, laughing and playing with the mist. After all, it's not every day you see the sky itself dropping down just to meet you. Ocean secret. This will make you believe that something truly otherworldly is happening. Off the coast of New Jersey, a huge glowing object suddenly rose from the ocean and slowly drifted upward into the sky. But it didn't stop there. Soon, another glowing object appeared, following the same path. Both floated higher and higher until they mysteriously vanished. One thing is certain, the deep ocean hides secrets we can't explain, and maybe, just maybe, we're not the only ones out there. Turtle Coast. Recently in Odisha, India, locals witnessed something truly magical. Along the sandy coast, nearly 700,000 olive ridley turtles showed up all at once for nesting. These gentle sea creatures dug tiny burrows in the sand, each female laying over 100 eggs. In about 50 days, baby turtles will hatch and make their way toward the ocean, a sight that melts everyone's heart. To keep them safe, officials have fenced the area so this rare natural wonder can happen without disturbance. Mystery underground. A group of workers were digging inside a factory when something unusual caught their attention. Each time a broken piece of floor fell deep below, a strange glow lit up from the darkness, as if something hidden was secretly stirring beneath and disturbed by the noise. Nobody could tell what was actually down there, but it was glowing in a way that felt mysterious. Later, when the video surfaced online, opinions poured in. Some believed it was just a metal factory melting pot, while others were sure something far more mysterious was hiding deep below. Glitchy ripples. In this video, a man casually tossed a stone into the water, but what happened next was completely unexpected. As soon as the stone hit the water, its ripples created a reflection on the rocky wall nearby. The strange part? The reflection wasn't random. It moved exactly the same way as the water, almost like the wall itself was copying it. No one could explain how this happened. Some say it was just a rare trick of light, while others believe it could be a glitch in the Matrix.
Wow.
Fiery snow. One man walking through the snow was stunned when he noticed tiny flames sparking beneath his steps. For a moment, it made no sense at all. Fire in snow? That's supposed to be impossible. Yet it was happening right in front of him. Short flashes of flame every time he moved. Now I did some research for you guys, and it turns out gases like methane can sometimes get trapped beneath layers of snow, and when pressure or movement releases them, even a small spark can ignite them. Strange, but scientifically possible. Antarctica's secret. A mysterious clip recently surfaced online from an unknown source, and it's leaving people puzzled. The footage is said to be from Antarctica, but what it shows is far from what you'd expect. Instead of endless snow and ice, there appears to be a patch of greenery along with strange hut-like structures built in unusual shapes, almost as if designed for living. Viewers were quick to react, suggesting this could be signs of a hidden society authorities don't want the world to know about. Hidden city. In Argentina, near the mountains, locals were left stunned when the ground suddenly cracked open and a large portion of land collapsed. But what shocked them even more was what lay beneath, an entire underground area built like a proper living space, almost like a hidden mini-city. It gave the impression that at some point, people were secretly living down there. The strange part is, if the land hadn't broken apart, no one would have ever known such a place even existed. And now, the biggest mystery remains. Who built it? And why was it hidden so carefully? Midnight glow. Florida's quiet night turned mysterious when an intense glow suddenly appeared in the sky, lighting up the entire area as if it was daytime. Locals stepped out of their homes in confusion, trying to figure out what could shine so bright above them. The glow wasn't just unusual, it carried an eerie feel, something that didn't belong. Soon, it began moving slowly across the sky before fading away. Some are convinced it wasn't natural at all, but something otherworldly watching from above. Let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. Recently in Japan, something happened that left everyone momentarily stunned. During what seemed like a normal evening, a strange light suddenly shot across the sky at incredible speed, almost like lightning. But the real shock came when it appeared to descend toward the ground. Then, just as suddenly, it shot back up into the sky, as if it had touched the earth, and returned. Witnesses were unharmed, yet no one could make sense of what they saw. Scientists might call it an optical illusion, or a rare atmospheric phenomenon.